Ok, ahora sí. Muy bien. Entonces, bueno, como te estaba diciendo, el tema para esta semana es sobre the prepositional phrases. Y te mencionaba que podría ser un tema tal vez complicado si no entendemos la esencia del mismo, pero es bastante sencillo. Y ya vas a ver por qué. Vamos a la siguiente lámina. Está viendo las láminas, ¿verdad?
Yes, sir.
Good. Okay. Um, Here you have a kind of definition of what a preposition is. Well, I think you know what a preposition is. You have on, in, near, under, before, during, about, and without. Those are prepositions. Okay? So that's one
Oh,
of the elements of the prepositional phrases. First of all, you need a preposition and then a noun or a pronoun as it says here. Could you get what I'm saying?
yes, sir.
Good. So here you have some examples. Yeah, this one, first one, on her boat. So you must have two main and important elements for the prepositional phrases. If you have the preposition like this one, you have on, and also the noun. In this case, the noun is boat. If you have those two elements, then you can say that you have a prepositional phrase without a doubt. On her boat. Here, the same thing. In a house. Here, at this moment, I'm just showing you prepositional phrases, but without, out of a sentence. We will see some examples of prepositional phrases, but into a sentence. So in this one, you have another prepositional phrase. Why? Because you have the two main elements, the preposition, which is in, and of course, the noun, which is house in this case, well, and so on and so forth. So the words in red corresponds to the preposition, and the ones in black represent the noun. Here you have this definition talks about a pronoun. It means, you can have the preposition and a noun, but you can also have the preposition and a pronoun. You will have some other examples in the future, information. Any questions so far?
The preposition phrase is
Uh-huh.
the full sentence?
The prepositional phrases,
Is the full sentence or just on, in, near, under, before, during?
the two elements. For example, here, during, right? During is the preposition. So far, it is not a prepositional phrase. But when you say during class, then that's a prepositional phrase. Why? Because you have the two elements. The preposition, which is during, and then the noun, which is class. So in that case, when you have those two elements, you can say, okay, I have a prepositional phrase because you have those two elements. Okay?
Okay, okay, okay. So the preposition will be something that describe the subject before talking about the subject,
Yeah,
basically.
it is indicating, in some cases, it is indicating a place or a time. For example, here on her boat, here the preposition is indicating place. Here the same thing. In a house, near the goat, under a mouse. So here the preposition indicates something, but here during it indicates before. And for these two cases, before and during, we are indicating, or the prepositional phrases are indicating time before noon, during class, okay? So the important thing is that the preposition talks about a place or talks about time, okay?
Okay, okay.
Okay, let's go on. Remember, if you have a question, just tell me, Luis, I have a question, or professor, teacher, whatever, I have a question, or a comment to say, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Um, so, now the object of the preposition is, it's going to be the noun or the pronoun that ends a preposition or phrase. Here you have it in the circle, shirt. In this case, shirt is the noun of the sentence. But is it a prepositional phrase? We can say without a doubt that it is a prepositional phrase. Why? Because it has the two elements. What's the first element? The first element, as I was telling you before, is the preposition and then the noun. You would ask, you would say, well, what about why? Well, it could be, I mean, it could be part of the prepositional phrase because it is describing the shirt. But the important thing here is that you have the preposition, in this case, in, and of course, you have a noun, which is shirt. So if you have these two elements, then you could say, I have a prepositional phrase in this sentence. I'm going to read the sentence. The baseball player is in the white shirt hit a home run. Okay? The baseball player in the white shirt hit a home run. So here you have an important part of the sentence, which is the prepositional phrase. Questions, Alex?
No, no, any question?
Good. Let's
It's good.
good. Let's
I think like is we use the preposition plus the complement plus the subject, no?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Exactly what, as you are saying it. Here you have the preposition, you have a complement, in this case, a complement, and then the noun, right? Which is the object of the preposition, right?
Yes.
But sometimes you wouldn't have a complement like this one. You could this sentence could be written like this: the baseball player, oh well, in the white shirt hit a home run. But sometimes this information you wouldn't have it. I'm going to show you the one information that I showed you before. Here, as you can see, near the goat under mouth without a pass, you can see that in these prepositional phrases, there are no complements, right? The only thing that you have is a preposition and the noun, okay? Look at this one. During class, only the preposition and the noun. But in this one, as you are affirming, you have the preposition, a kind of complement, which is describing the word shirt, which is the noun of this prepositional phrase. Okay,
Okay.
let's go on. Here you have an example. Remember that I was telling you that a prepositional phrase is composed of a preposition and a noun, right? But you can also have, instead of a noun, you could also have a pronoun like this one here, for him. Here you have the two elements. Remember, a preposition and a pronoun, or a preposition and a noun, like this one from the 19th century. Here is why you said the complement. Of course, this what you this complement is the information which is describing the word century. And if it is describing, then you could say that this is an adjective, right? It's a kind of the complement of the prepositional phrase. So from the 19th century corresponds to a prepositional phrase which is composed from a preposition, from in this case, and the noun. You can see it here, noun, which is the object of the preposition, right? You would never have a prepositional phrase if you don't have an object of the preposition. This is the preposition, and this is the object of the preposition, which in this case is a noun, right? So from the 19th century is a prepositional phrase. In this case, as I was saying before, you have for, which is a preposition, and the word him, which is the object of the preposition. But in this case, it is not a noun, but a pronoun. So be careful, because in the exercises that you have at the platform, you have a sentence that has a pronoun, okay? So be careful with that when you do the exercises. Okay, let's go on. Okay, one important thing about prepositional phrases is that you can have not only one, but two, and even three, like this one. Look, I read in front of the library at noon. So you have, in this case, you have three prepositional phrases in only one sentence. And why could I say that I have three prepositional phrases? Because you have the preposition in, the noun front, the preposition of, the noun library, and the preposition at, and the noun noon. So you have here three prepositional phrases. And look at this. This information is important. In front tells you where. Of the library tells you also where. I mean, these two prepositions talk about places. And at noon tells you when. It's talking about time. So this preposition at is introducing an information about time, and in and of are prepositions that are introducing, in this case, a place. Okay.
Okay, okay. Places, time. Okay.
Time and place. Okay, let's continue. Well, this is more information about what I was saying before. You can have a more than one prepositional phrase, like this. List of facts. Well, here you have, look, you have two objects. Remember that you need objects of the prepositional phrase. You have of facts and figures. So there are two nouns. That is possible, right? You can have two nouns and one prepositional phrase. Okay, like this. Two is a prepositional phrase. But you have here sisters and classmates. So it means that you have two nouns, right? Sister and classmate. It means that you have two objects of the preposition. Okay, here again, two prepositional phrases. I was talking about this. We left our notes under the almanac on the shelf. So one prepositional phrase, how do I know that? Because I have the preposition and I have the noun, almanac. And here I have in yellow another prepositional phrase, which is on, which is the preposition, and shelf, which is the noun. Okay. Something else is that you can have the prepositional phrase at the beginning of the sentence. It could be after the subject, or it could even be at the end of the sentence, like this. Look, it is the same sentence, but with a prepositional phrase located at different places, like this one. At the library, students examined, here is a D, it's a E missing. At the library, students examined the almanac. But then I could say, students at the library examined the almanac, or students examined the almanac at the library. So you have this prepositional phrase, and it could be at the beginning, it could be after the subject, or it could be at the end of the sentence. Okay? Questions, Alex?
No, it's good. It's good.
It's good. Let's go on then. We're about to finish. Well, here you have some other sentence about. Let's work with, okay, there's one who is trying to get into the video class. Hello? Well, I can see her. Uh-huh. So, remember, you need what? What is this? I'm asking you, Alex. What is this? If I'm talking if I'm talking about the prepositional phrase, what is this?
Preposition.
The preposition, right? And what do you think is a noun?
Movie.
Okay. Movie. Excellent. Right. Very good. What about for you?
For preposition, you, subject.
Okay, in this case, it's the pronoun. Remember that prepositional phrases are composed of a noun or a pronoun. In this case, you have these pronouns. So the
Okay.
preposition and the pronoun. What about through the forest? We walked through the forest.
Through preposition,
Right.
forest, noun.
The noun. Excellent. What about the cat slept under the bed?
Under preposition,
Right.
bed, noun.
Excellent. The plane flew over the mountains.
Over preposition, mountains, noun.
Great, great. Very good, very good. Well, here, okay. Here I have some sentences. Let's work with this one. The paper with a blue border is floating through the air. I'm going to read it again. The paper with the blue border is floating through the air. Please tell me what is the prepositional phrase. There are two, let me tell you.
Yeah, there are two. Okay, paper, noun.
Okay, it is a noun, right? But remember that before that noun, you need a preposition, right? And the is not a
Yeah.
preposition. The is, it's just an article.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay. Is preposition, floating, noun.
Is preposition and floating noun. Okay, let me help you a little bit. Okay, here is acting as a verb, but I'm going to give you some important information. Alex, here you have a list at the end. Look, at the end of this class, what you have in yellow, look at, please, read the words which are in yellow.
With, of, with,
right,
about, with,
Uh-huh.
at, about, in, about, of, about, in, about,
Excellent.
at.
Okay, good. You know what are those? Those are prepositions, right? And those are the prepositions that you're going to have in the exercise. So once you find a preposition, then the rest is going to be the noun or the object of the prepositional phrases. Let's go back again. So if you remember the words that you were reading, right? You read with, of, with, about, with, at, let me be some other difference. For, in, well,
To.
To, it could be, yeah, like this one, to. Now, in this case, what is the preposition that you can see in that sentence?
Okay, with.
With,
With.
very good.
Okay.
With. This is a preposition. Let's work with this in this moment. With is a preposition. So you have seen one element of the prepositional phrase. Then what's the noun?
The noun would be the border.
Excellent. So what do you think is then the prepositional phrase? Now
Is and
now that you have the preposition and you have the noun, what's the prepositional phrase?
the next one, the
No,
one
no,
is
no.
missing.
The one that you're telling me. I mean, you're telling me that with is the preposition and border is the noun. So I'm asking, what is then the whole prepositional phrase?
Okay, the paper with the blue border.
Okay, do not include the paper, just with the blue
Uh,
border, okay? Because the prepositional phrase starts with a preposition, right? Don't forget that.
okay,
So, what is the prepositional phrase then?
with the blue border.
That's right. Very good. With a blue border is the prepositional phrase. Okay. And then you have through. Through is another prepositional phrase. Thing that we were working. Look at this. Remember that when we work with this sentence, we walked through the forest. So through is a preposition. Now, considering what I've just told you, tell me what's the second prepositional phrase which is in this sentence. The paper with the blue border is floating through the air. What's the second prepositional phrase?
Through preposition
Right?
air
Excellent.
noun.
Then what's the whole prepositional phrase?
Through the air.
Perfect. That's it. Okay, excellent. That's the idea. And so on and so forth, right? You have here another, which is not very common preposition in this case. I mean, you have this word like, and everybody most of the time uses word like a verb, like. And but in this case, it's working like a preposition. It's not working like the verb like. Um, here, the sparkle is that it could be the verb. It's the verb. So like a sunny day, it's the prepositional phrase. Like is the preposition, and sunny day or day corresponds to the noun. Here you have another one. Look. Okay, here you have a very easy one. Tell me uh, one of the prepositional phrase which is in sentence number 3.
I'm confused, but I don't know if
Uh,
the preposition will be jump up or only up.
no, remember, jump is a verb, and verb, forget about verbs when you talk about prepositional phrases. Tell me, first of all, tell me where the prepositions are. Where the
Preposition
preposition, just only the preposition.
preposition up.
On. Excellent. Once you find the preposition, you only have to read or to find where the noun is. So if you're telling me that on is a preposition, what is the noun?
The noun will be the table.
Right.
Table.
Good. So it means that you have the two elements. If
Yes,
that
sir.
if that is, as you were saying, what is the prepositional phrase?
On the table.
That's it. Excellent. Excellent. Well, now you know yeah, now you know what a prepositional phrase is. Here you have
Yes.
a lot of examples, Alex. You can read them and you will find a lot of prepositional phrases. Look at this one, about his future in molecular biology, about his attacker's identity, of robbers. This one is simple, about his weight, and so on and so forth. To John, look at this one, very short. To John, right? Well, that's the topic about the prepositional phrases. I think that you got it very fast. Questions, Alex?
What will be the blue word?
The blue word was proud, were spirit. Those are adjectives. But don't worry about them. I don't know why are they are in blue, but forget about them. Just concentrate on the preposition, which is in yellow, and the information in black, which is that corresponds to the noun or the object of the preposition. Okay. Forget about the blue words. Those are adjectives: famous, jealous, married, inspired, busy, excellent, successful. Those are just adjectives. Most of them are adjectives.
Okay, okay. So the work of this week is easy. We only have
Mhm.
to use the presentation, then the questions, then marking, no, marking the the preposition phrase,
That's it.
and
Mhm.
that's it.
Yeah, it's easy. It's easy. But if you have a question, if you have a question about one of the sentences that you have in the exercise for the assignment for week 3, please do not hesitate in asking me. Okay, please ask me if you have a question about one of those sentences. Right? Do you have my phone number?
Yes.
Okay, you can write me. I will be at home today the whole day. So you have a doubt, just ask me a question about one of the sentence if you have some trouble with it. Okay.
Okay.
Well, that's all. That's all for today. Would you like to say something in Spanish? The Spanish, it's open. It's open. I mean, the class, you know, in your case, I could get very fast that you speak English, right? So that's what I decided to teach in English. But maybe there are some students that do not speak English. And sometimes I will have to teach the class in Spanish. But in this case, I know that you could understand everything of what I was saying, and you could participate in English as well. So that's good because you can have the chance to practice your English too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I want to do because my English,
Mhm.
like 2 years ago was very good, and now I stopped talking, and now it's not
Okay,
good.
okay. Don't worry about that, Alex. The only thing you have to do is to practice it, right? I recommend you to get in contact all the time with English, right? Through internet and YouTube, you have a lot of information that could help you to improve your English. Because this is a part of the subject, and the subject is English Composition 1. And in that case, I only have to teach you a part of the assignment, right? In this case, uh, the activity for lesson 3 is related to the prepositional phrases. But I mean, it's not a class to practice. I mean, to have oral activities because it's not the purpose of the subject. Because it's English composition, right? And that's what we do to help you to discover some important aspects when you have to write or to read information. ¿Ok?
Okay.
Bueno, Alex, es un placer haberte podido ayudar y estamos a la orden. ¿De acuerdo?
Okay. Gracias, profe.
Bueno, cualquier cosa ya sabes, tú me preguntas y me dejas la información, bien sea vía telefónica o la puedes dejar en la plataforma. ¿De acuerdo?
Sí, señor.
Bueno, de cualquier manera, Alex, esta clase yo tengo un canal YouTube, yo la voy a dejar grabada para que ustedes tengan entonces la oportunidad de verla de nuevo. No solamente tú, sino el resto de tus compañeros. ¿De acuerdo?
Okay, okay.
Bien, es todo. Que tengas un feliz fin de semana, Alex.
Muchas gracias, profe, igualmente.
Hasta luego. Elizabeth, veo que estás por allí.
Buenos días,
Buenos
profe.
días, ¿cómo estás?
I'm so sorry. I was a little bit late and I had trouble for enter and that was a
Don't
mess.
worry, don't worry. You will have the class, because I'm going to, I mean, this class was recorded, so you will have it in the platform in some minutes, okay? So you
Thank
will
you
have the
so much.
chance, you will have the chance to watch it again. Don't worry about that, okay?
That'd be awesome. Thank you so much because I just saw the last part of the explanation that you give for Alice.
Okay, okay.
It was fun. I like it.
Okay, good, good. So you will have important details about what prepositional phrases are. Don't worry about that. Well,
Thank you.
okay. Well, class is over.
Okay, thank you so much.
You're welcome. See you.